Welcome to my Mage Arena training guide. It's a pretty easy minigame, and this guide is going to be using the Runelite client to make it a million times easier. So the Mage Arena is located just a little bit north of the Duel Arena as shown here. So just use the Dueling Ring teleport to the Duel Arena and run into the Duel Arena towards the main arena where the prayer is in the bank, and then just run north and you'll be at the entrance to the Mage Arena. The best gear is Graceful, and then second best is going to be any other weight-reducing armor, but nothing else. For the staves and runes you want to bring, a rune pouch is helpful, and you're going to want to bring law runes, cosmic runes, and nature runes, along with some elemental staves, which I will talk about right now. So everybody is going to want to bring a mud battle staff, a staff of fire, and a staff of air, along with cosmic runes, nature runes, and law runes. Depending on your magic level, you're going to want to bring different staves as well so that you can cast higher level enchantment runes. If you have 87 magic, bring a lava battle staff. If you can't have a mud battle staff, just bring earth staff with water runes. There's 4 rooms that you need to earn points in for the Mage Arena: Alchemy, Enchantment, Graveyard, and Telekinetic. You basically do things in each room and you get points for doing it. But before starting, let's turn on the plugin. So go to your Runelite and search in the Mage Training Arena, and then make sure the plugin is turned on. Then hit the cog and make sure that all the 4 rooms are enabled, and then it should be on. Then enter the Mage Training Arena, and just north, talk to the Entrance Guardian, and then ask for a Pizzazz hat or a Progress hat. They're the same thing. I already had one and I destroyed it, so I could ask for another one so I could demonstrate how to do it. And the Pizzazz hat will tell you how many points you have. To the north, you have the 4 different rooms I talked about, and then you have stairs on the west and east. And when you go up the stairs to the north, there will be a rewards guardian so that you can buy things with the points that you've earned. There's some pretty helpful things as well, especially for Iron Men. So we're going to start with the graveyard room. You're going to want to bring nature runes and a mud battle staff. Again, if you can't bring a mud battle staff, bring an earth staff and water runes, or a water staff and earth runes. Basically, you're going to go a little bit west from the entrance and go to the bone pile and just grab bones. And then you'll see a little bone counter on the top left of your screen thanks to Runelite, which is going to be designated by this arrow. Once that font turns green, go to your spellbook and cast Bones to Bananas. And then deposit the food in the chute just a little bit northeast, and you're done and you've earned points. You take damage whilst in this room. So, if you want to, you can eat some of the bananas that you casted from Bones to Bananas so that you can gain health. I'd recommend the Regen Bracelet, maybe Rapid Heal, Hit Points Cape as well. If you want, you can just get Monkfish too. The next room is the Telekinetic Room, so you're going to want a Staff of Air and Law Runes. Basically, stand on the square that's marked with the arrow, and then cast Telekinetic Grab on the other green square, and then just keep on going. And as you can see here, Runelite makes it pretty mindless. Usually it's a puzzle, but it's not really a puzzle when you know what to do for each step. However, sometimes Runelite gets a little bit buggy. As you can see here, the square didn't move, and it says I'm in the wrong spot. And this doesn't happen often, but it does happen a few times, so you'll just have to get used to it. But just cast Telekinetic Grab on the side next to where that arrow is, and it should fix itself. And then just finish the puzzle, and you'll earn 2 telekinetic points per puzzle. Additionally, if you solve 5 in a row, you get some extra points, which is pretty nice, and it helps your points per hour. Now to start another maze, don't talk to the Entrance Guardian or the Telekinetic Guardian like I just did, but rather talk to the guy in the center that you've been telegrabbing and ask for another one. Now we're going to do the Alchemy one. And if you know how to cast Alchemy, you're going to need a Staff of Fire and Nature Runes. Basically, click on the cupboard with the arrow on it until you see another cupboard pop up with another arrow with an item over it. And then just get a bunch of that item, alch it, and then deposit the coins you get from alching it into the chute. As you can see here, the items are going to rotate, and that rotation is going to be denoted by that timer in the top left-hand corner. So when that hits 0, a new item is going to pop up. So just make sure you don't get too much. And when a new item pops up, get some new ones, alch the ones that are marked with green and the arrow, and deposit it into the chute. For the next room, the very last room, you're going to want to bring cosmic runes and runes for your highest level enchantment spell. For me, I have the level 87 enchantment spell, which is going to need a lava battle staff. Then you're going to go to a corner of the room, just pick your favorite color between blue, gold, green, and red. Just go in there, pick up a bunch of those blocks from those piles, and cast the enchantments on them. The ideal order is to pick up and then cast enchantment and then pick up again. So it's tick efficient. And then once you've got a full inventory of those white orbs, just deposit them in the center. These will be rewarded with an extra rune. As you see here, once I deposit it, my inventory will have more runes. You can drop them or keep them if you want. There's no really incentive to keep them unless you're here for a long time. There were some dragon stones with arrows as well. You don't really have to do those. If you see one, you may as well pick it up and cast enchantment on the dragon stone. It'll give you the most amount of points possible. But just spamming it on one of the ones in the corner is going to work perfectly. They just recently updated this, so if you're doing it with the dragon stones, I recommend that you do not. And that's pretty much all the rooms. It's really easy with Runelite, and I really recommend you use Runelite when you're doing this. Now I'm going to show you some of the runes and how long it's going to take to get some of the items within the Mage training arena. I hope this helps you out. It's a pretty quick guide, but I believe it's quite efficient and it's succinct and concise, so you'll understand easily. But anyway, good luck.